recording?
Hello guys, we are here in the Break Up Like a Boss podcast where Juan Carlos is going to tell us his own personal story of how he broke through in order to become the boss of his new life. For those of you tuning in, we are going to be interviewing also developers and power players and power brokers in the Miami area to showcase their stories and perhaps to help inspire and motivate other people to do the same, right? Juan Carlos
Correct.
here is gonna tell his own personal story, and I'm so excited with the work that you're doing, because giving back to the community and to society is very important. I think that's where we're starting off this episode. How do you break through like a boss?
Well, I think for me, it's been years of experience.
Mhm.
You know, going through a crisis,
Mhm.
losing my most precious thing that I lost was my family, and then from there realizing what kind of person am I going to be. You know, am I going to be a better person or am I going to be a worse person? You know, am I going to evolve or am I not going to be stagnant? So, you know, so there's many different things, and throughout the years, it just has been an experience of the decisions I've made. You know, my decision for me is wanting to be better as a man. Whether anybody liked it or not, I always wanted to be better as a man and give back as much as I could to whoever I can.
I love it because, like, in the last segment, we spoke about how you are the biggest competition that you have, especially when you're looking in the mirror.
Correct.
And a lot of the homework that you did when you changed careers is studying other leaders and how they did it. And now, after you learn, you know, we're talking about like around a 10-year span, then you're giving back that information,
Correct.
right? What can you tell to the realtor just starting out, other than running away? How do you become successful, especially in a volatile market as Miami? You know, we're still a growing city. We talked a little bit about the lifestyle
Correct.
back in the other episodes, but how do you actually break through and you come back from the ashes and you rebuild yourself better than ever?
I think, well, not I think, I know for sure, is you have to be your biggest cheerleader. You know, besides anybody, your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your kids, you have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to be able to get up and be self-motivated. You know, I've been very lucky to talk to amazing CEOs from amazing companies, like from Paychex, Xerox, UPS, and I've been very fortunate. And for me, you know, when I got that knowledge to be able to meet with them and understand the way that they ran their lives, the way they did things, I took little nuggets from them. You know, so for me, every day is a motivational. Every day I'm thankful. Every day I'm moving forward, and I'm also realizing the kind of person that I am. Every day I want to be better. I want to be better than yesterday. I want to try better tomorrow. I want to understand people more, you know, daily. What can I give back? You know, so that's something that's very important for myself, of what I can give back to everybody.
I think your intention, your purpose, and your passion has to be combined in order to create wealth, right? And how do you create wealth? It's really living happy every day. You know, I have a saying that you probably want to apply to your life. Is I go to sleep like it's New Year's and I wake up like it's my birthday every single day, right? Because I want to make sure that I squeeze the best out of the day on every single time, right?
Correct, yes.
So can you tell us on a daily basis, because you first of all, you cannot give what you don't have, right? So you have to first acquire all that knowledge and all that leadership with experience, consistency, you know, with the right intentions. You have to really take it all in order for you to give that back, because
Correct,
you cannot
yeah,
give
for
what you
sure.
don't have, right? So you have to put all the pain, all the work, all the effort in order for you to have the confidence to show off into a room and to actually say, hey, you know what? I know what I'm bringing to the table, and this is what I'm gonna do for you. And I love the fact that you do your research, because we are going to be showcasing the personal stories and inspirational stories about the power players in the real estate market. Not just in Miami, but perhaps we have some really cool guests from out of town that is going to be signing up. And I want to talk about your efforts in your seminars, webinars, and conventions, because you say everybody should be able to get buyers and sellers and clients. And when you come from a place of service, that's actually where you're gonna get back from the universe, right?
Correct, yes, for sure. So pretty much, like I said at the beginning, you have to believe in yourself. That's number one. I think that you have to be your biggest cheerleader. From there, you have to be able to understand, okay, the business I'm getting into, and what am I selling? Because I can get into any business and I can sell you a pen, I can sell you a mask, I can sell you a microphone, I can sell you wine, and I know I'm gonna be successful because I'm gonna do research on that. I'm gonna see what the top producer's doing, so that way I can do my own stuff and learn from there. And if I can help somebody be successful, why not?
I really love the fact that we are talking about reinvention, because have you ever wondered how the top players come back on top after hardship and bankruptcy? A lot of people, for example, George Perez lost his building, the Icon, in Brickell, before he was able to really come back and to still build the city. So you have to believe in yourself when you're up and when you're down. Who is it, Buddha or Rumi, that says that you have to not lose your heart when you're down.
I think it's Rumi.
Right? And you cannot lose your heart when you're down, but you also cannot lose yourself when you're up, because it's very intoxicating to have success. In the same way we are addicted to pain, we are addicted to that intoxicating, egotistic, almost narcissistic way of how we feel when we are on top. So you have to be the same way when you're on top and on the bottom. And I really cannot wait for us to show you what the top players are doing in order to reinvent themselves and to bring the right energy to the meetings and the table. And speaking about energy, do you believe in the fact that energy, you have to be the energy that affects the room and not the energy in the room affects you?
Correct.
You have really high energy and you bring it to every phone call, every email. He literally brings it everywhere, okay? And where do you get your energy from, JC?
Well, I get up early every day, work out. But it's funny you say that because, I've had several people tell me, and I've had one of my exes also tell me that I know you can walk into a room and you feel confident. And the reason why I feel confident is because I know I'm the man, but not in a, being an asshole. I'm the man because I know that I can sell. I know I'm the man because I'm humble, and I know I'm the man because I can listen. And that to me is very, very important.
And that's how you become a boss. Let's repeat this one more time. He means this is how you become a boss. Let's say it again.
Let's repeat it again. So I know that I can walk into a room and be confident because I am humble.
Boom.
I can listen to people.
Yes.
And I know that I can do whatever I want. So believing in yourself is very important. The rest comes.
Yeah.
Listening to people is important because
it transforms you.
It transforms you. You don't know who you're speaking to. You don't know what you're learning. You don't know, whether they're telling you the truth or they're not telling you the truth. You learn from it.
Yeah, I think that's a great advice for anybody listening to this. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth because you should be listening twice as much as talking. And you have to be nice to everybody. You never know where that lead is going to come from, where that business setting is going to come from. You never know who you're going to be touching. You might be transforming somebody's life without even trying. So you have to bring that energy, that passion, and that positive, just like vibe in every single thing you do, because you are what you do every single day.
Correct.
So if you're shady every day, that's what you're going to bring to the table. If you're nice and powerful and energetic, that's what people are going to say when you leave the room. And what people say when you're not in the room is your brand, and branding is so big, right?
Yeah, and besides the branding, another thing that's very important is not only when you believe in yourself, but when you have that amazing partner that believes in you, your kids that believe in you, you have that energy that makes you glow, more powerful. You have a smile, you have a positive thing about yourself. That's very, very important. Having somebody positive next to you, having somebody great next to you that's gonna compliment your belief in yourself.
Yeah, it's so important to have that support system because, like what I said, you have to know from the core that you have love and happiness already, I think, at home or in your support system, in order for you to go out there and kill it. Because if you don't feel confident of what you have at home, then you're not going to be able to bring that into the table, because you cannot give what you don't have, right?
Correct.
So let's talk about being present, for example. How does your partner feel about you using the cell phone?
I was trying to find some notes. Trying to find some notes for the thing. But as far as it being present, yeah, you have to be present. You never know who you're speaking to, which is that's something very important. You need to listen, and sometimes you need to, you know, before you ask a question, no matter who you're speaking to, you know, ask yourself the question: am I going to ask this question? You know, how is this question going to come out? Am I going to offend this person? Me, I've been very lucky that, you know, I've been able to speak to a lot of leaders in the industry, not just real estate, and, you know, the logistics. You know, I'm very connected with logistics, the payroll industry, and it's been great because as I talk to these leaders, you know, they're able. Not only do I learn from them, but they also ask me for advice, and I ask them for advice. So there's a lot of things that you learn from somebody that's more knowledgeable than you. They either has a higher position than you or a lower position. It doesn't. Your position doesn't matter. What matters is, you know, being able to understand. Okay, how is this person teaching me what I need to know so I could be better?
And that is something that a lot of leaders have. For example, they know how to ask the right questions. The quality of life, like Tony Robbins says, is
Correct.
the jeopardy is going to be as high as the quality of your questions. Don't be scared to ask for help, number one, and don't be scared to really ask questions in order for you to become a leader, because you're going to acquire all this knowledge, and what you do with the knowledge really becomes your legacy, like I always say. And I think asking questions and being able to copy the parts that you like, right? It's very important. And it's funny because one thing that all leaders have in common as well is that they think that they don't know enough and they want to continue to learn. Because when you talk to someone that has been a power player, a power broker, they always ask you questions because they want to get to know you. They want to make you feel special, and they also want to keep on learning. You know, you have to keep on learning, guys. You have to keep on shifting your energy and really make it into something bigger, because every day you should wake up with a consistent goal of being better than who you were the day before, right?
Correct, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm going to leave you here with this segment. I hope you really enjoy the podcast, and we're going to be now talking a little bit more about the personal stories of all the leaders that you have studied and follow. And yeah, stay tuned to break through like a boss.